Oh my gosh, here we are live.
We're live for no one.
We're live for no one, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how many subscribers do we have on this channel?
I don't know, but in the 2 seconds since you click start broadcast, no one is here.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna tweet about it?
Maybe I should.
Because otherwise, I expect that we will continue being live for no one.
2,485 people are subscribed to this channel.
Well, yeah, okay, we might end up being live for someone.
Yeah, see, Megalina's here.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah. And Tito Chip is here. See, people are showing up.
Yeah, but
6 people are here.
You could still tweet about it.
I will tweet about it. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Craig's gonna tweet about this so that people will know to expect at least one episode of our defunct podcast.
Hey, it's been a week. Here's another episode of Story Not Story. This time, we're live on YouTube. Yeah, right?
Yeah. You keep making the "it's been a week" joke, and I don't think it's that funny because it's obviously been way longer than a week.
It's funny. Stories in bed. Yeah.
Yeah. Punctuation?
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
All good?
Punctuation.
All right.
Love it.
And it's tweeted.
Yay, let's see how many people are watching.
Well, okay. And then we're going to start recording another episode of Story Not Storing.
Storing, not storing.
Tried to rhyme or something, but it didn't work out.
What's our podcast?
Story Not Story.
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't you remember? It's only been a week.
Guys, the last time we recorded a podcast, we did not have a baby. And now we have a toddler. We still don't have a baby.
Okay, that's, I guess, technically true. You know,
wow.
Maybe I should start recording before we
give out all these. Funny.
Yeah, we give out all these gems. Okay.
We're gonna start the podcast over. We started recording a second ago, but then we had issues.
We had issues, but I'm gonna leave what we recorded there just in case.
Okay. Hey.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a week.
It's been a little while. It's been a little longer than a week.
It's been a minute.
It's been a number of minutes.
Yeah. Oops.
Well, okay. Let's explain what happened.
Okay.
We had a baby.
Oh, yeah. They knew we were going to.
Yeah, and then we did.
Yep.
And she is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
she is amazing. She is.
Takes up a lot of time.
Yeah. Well,
babies tend to do that, guys.
Yeah, they do. Our baby, she was pretty difficult those first few months.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
In such a way that we didn't want to do anything else.
No. Like if we were either constantly having to attend to her or like hold her or feed her, or if she was by some miracle like asleep in her crib or something, I didn't want to do anything other than just like go to sleep myself or veg out on the couch and watch something on television.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But then what about those other months?
Well, then we started to get a little bit of freedom back, and I still didn't want to have to do anything else. It's just now gotten to a point, our baby is almost 14 months old, and we've just now gotten to a point where like I kind of feel like doing stuff.
We also moved.
We did move.
Everything felt up in the air. The Wheezy Waiter channel changed. Everything changed.
Everything changes, you know?
Yeah. So we had to wait until we were ready. And we're not. But we're going to do it anyway.
Yay. And we should probably get to telling some stories.
Yeah,
because our baby
is
napping. And when she wakes up, the podcast has to be over.
That's true. So it could be an abrupt end.
Yep. So what is this podcast? For those of you who don't know, why would you be listening to this if you weren't already a fan? Because we haven't uploaded in over a year.
It's possible we'd get some new noobs.
Well, okay, so this is Story Not Story.
Yes.
I'm China.
I'm China too.
Nope.
I'm Craig.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Yep, and we tell stories to each other.
We tell stories to each other that we make up on the spot. Sometimes we get prompts from listeners for stories that they want to hear us tell. This time we don't have that, so we're just going to give each other prompts.
Yes, and I'm going to give you a prompt right now.
Oh, okay. I'm going first. Great.
Yeah. And your story, I want your story to be about I've put a lot of thought into this.
Clearly.
A cup of tea.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where you got that inspiration.
I don't know. Why? What's that? Is that coffee?
Sorry, I just had to take a sip of my refreshing hot tea.
Oh, wow, that's a coincidence. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Okay.
Okay. A story about a cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a long time ago, in the medieval times.
Okay. Yeah, like the middle evil times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right in the middle of the most evil times.
Sure.
Stuff was pretty bad, as one might expect, for being in the middle of the evilest time.
Sure, yeah.
In history. It was actually 2018.
Oh, wow.
Right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, we're in 2019 now, so.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, we are, aren't we?
We dodged that bullet.
Phew. Yeah, it's all uphill from here.
Yeah.
Downhill from here.
See, that's a debate we could have later.
Okay, let's talk about it later.
Okay.
So it was a long time ago in 2018, and there was a tea shop in Highland Park, Illinois.
Oh, I thought you were going to say West Philadelphia, but...
No, Craig, come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Highland Park, Illinois, yeah.
Yeah. This is a true story. There is a tea shop in Highland Park.
That I don't doubt.
Owned by Billy Corgan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
I mean...
It was there at least 3 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a tea shop. And this tea shop, from here on, we diverge into fiction.
Into fiction? Well, now you ruined it. I was going to think it was real.
Oh, it's real.
Okay. It's like the beginning of the movie Fargo by the Coen brothers. It says based on true events or something. And it's a complete lie. Yeah.
Well, this is based on true tea shop.
Okay.
But I maybe it's true.
Could be.
I don't know. Okay. So this tea shop was famous across the land for having the best cup of tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, if it were me, I would have said something else.
I know you would have, and I think that's what you were expecting, so I decided to just stick with it.
Wow, you got me.
Yep. The best cup of tea in all the land. And people flocked from near and far to come and try.
What about mid?
No, they didn't know about it.
Well, why did far people know and not mid people?
Well, because the physics. Because
wow.
of the physics.
Wow, that was explained very adequately and quickly. Thank you.
Science.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So now that everyone is caught up and understands why. So the people from near and the people from far
sure
would flock to this tea shop to have the best cup of tea because it was the only thing that could get them through this evil period in history. It was the only thing that you had to look forward to.
Sure.
The problem was that it took a long time to prepare the leaves for this tea, for this particular tea. And so there were limited quantities of it. It's kind of like fine aged whiskey.
Sure.
You have to plan far ahead for how much you think you're going to need.
Yeah.
In the future. And sometimes you don't plan well. So you
the amount of whiskey you usually end up with is not enough, in my opinion.
Enough. This comes from the guy who I think owns 6, 7 different kinds of whiskey right now.
I got gifts for Christmas.
We got a lot of whiskey-based gifts for Christmas.
This is the most whiskey I think I've ever owned at one time.
Yeah. We're not even really going through it that quickly.
I know. That's good though. That's probably good.
Oh, okay.
It's 2019 now. It's not. Evil 2018.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things are getting better.
Sure.
At least in the fictional world they are. We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see about the real world. Anyway, so limited quantities, blah blah blah. Okay, so people would line up. There would be an hours long line every day at this tea shop.
Mm-hmm.
And usually only the first, I mean, it's hard to know on any particular day how much tea they're going to have available, but some days it would only be the first like 2 people who actually get a cup.
Oh,
and then
man.
they're out. And
Wow.
some days, they would be able to serve like 100 people.
Only 2?
Well, they have other stuff there.
But this is the best tea in all the land.
Well, yeah, but they have other like...
People came from far.
I know.
No one came from mid, though.
No. They don't, because physics.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the physics.
Yes.
Yeah. So one day, a family who traveled from near arrives. They actually lived like just right down the street.
Okay.
But the lines were always so long that they just never even thought that it was worth trying.
Mm-hmm.
But one day this family decides we really need to try to get this amazing cup of tea because our goldfish died. Oh,
yeah. It got real dark.
Yeah, but that wasn't actually why, because they didn't really care that much about their goldfish. It was like they only had it for like a week.
Oh.
So
did they name their goldfish?
Yeah.
What'd they name it?
Stan,
but why? See, you're not supposed to name a goldfish. That's why it died.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
You name a goldfish, it dies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That must be why I don't have any goldfish right now.
Physics.
Oh,
physics.
Because of the physics?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it fully explains it, so I don't feel like I need any more information.
No.
Done.
Uh-huh.
So, I just wanted to tell you that this family's goldfish died, but that's not why they needed the tea. They really needed this cup of tea on this particular day because their car hit a tree.
Yeah.
And the tree fell on their house.
Wait. So their goldfish died.
Yeah.
They didn't care. But the car hit a tree and fell on their house.
Yeah.
So they need the tea.
Yeah, because it just really added insult to injury. They lost their goldfish and now...
And they lost their house.
Well...
You should have led with that, I think.
I just needed to tell you about the goldfish.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had a name.
Yeah.
So the house, it's sad. They're cold because it's winter in Illinois, and they're still living in their house because all the hotels around, I'm bringing it back together. Yeah. All the hotels around are fully booked by people traveling from far to get this cup of tea.
Stupid far people.
I know. So they get in line. They're not feeling too
foreigners,
good.
If you will.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Thank you. Moving on.
Yeah. Words. See, this is why it's hard to make up stories on the spot. Okay.
Well, I also interrupted you. So.
You did. That was really rude, and I'll never forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
So the family is not feeling too great about their prospects on this particular day because it's a Saturday. Like, everybody is there. The lines are even longer than usual. And they get there, and they're like 200 people back. And very seldom does the shop have enough tea to get that far back in the line.
It's like when we lived in Austin, we never ate at Frank's Barbecue because it was too long of a line.
Yeah, but it's also not called Frank's.
What? It's not?
No, it's Franklin's.
Yeah. Well, I see.
You're so familiar with him that you call him Frank.
Well, I was always like, we got to get there now, and I had to save time, so I was like, what? Because I wanted to get there quicker.
Okay. So
I was like, we got to go to Frank's Barbecue, and then we go, and the line would be long.
And then, but also, all of that's a lie.
You didn't have to say that.
Okay, sorry. I just like to keep track of what's true and what's lies.
Okay, I like to lie a lot.
Okay.
Apparently.
So this family is way far back in line, and they're feeling pretty down because they really feel like they could use this pick-me-up. And the little girl, Susan.
I was thinking Susan.
Were you really?
Because that's the name. That's her name.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because this is a true story that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
We read about it in the paper.
Yeah.
She sneaks off. She tells her family, I got to go find a bathroom because little kids, they always need to go potty. Yeah. And she sneaks off and she sneaks around to the back of the tea shop. And there's an alley with a door that opens for, them to take like garbage out and stuff.
Yeah.
And the door is cracked open. So she sneaks in through the back. And she finds herself in this little like kitchen area that whatever, like dish pit and all of that stuff. And she peeks through into the front of like dining area.
I'm picturing the kitchen in Jurassic Park.
Is exactly like that.
Are there raptors in it?
Well,
or
let's just wait.
Or rafters.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's rafters.
Okay.
Yeah. There's actually like people in rafts.
Oh,
like inflatable.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Does that have something to do with making the tea?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They're just lost.
Okay, that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So she peeks her head in the front and she sees Billy Corgan himself there making up the tea.
Mm-hmm. He's doing it. Yeah. Wow. Good for him.
I think he sometimes does work in the shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And she is a very petite little girl. And so she kind of just like sneaks around. And
what's the family's last name?
Jarvie.
Jarvie, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Susan Jarvie.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so little Suzy Jarvie sneaks around. Billy Corgan, he starts a cup of this magical tea brewing, and he turns to the customer at the counter to take their money to pay for it and everything. And she grabs the tea off the counter and sneaks back out to the back with it. And now she's got a cup of this magical tea. No. She totally stole it. But her family is living in a destroyed house and their goldfish just died.
Yeah,
so she feels like the ends justify the means. So she sneaks back around to her family in line. She's very careful to hide the tea because if anybody else in line sees her with it, she's going to be mobbed.
Oh, yeah.
And then she'll have it stolen from her.
Yeah.
So she sneaks back around to her family in line and motions to them, get out of line. Come on over here. And they sneak off and they hide behind a tree and they're like, what's wrong? Did you find a bathroom? Because she has pee accidents sometimes and they're like really worried because they didn't bring an extra outfit.
Yeah.
So she's like, I got a cup of the magical tea and we can all drink some of it and feel better about our shitty lives.
Don't swear.
Sorry.
I don't know if do we swear on this podcast?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, we do now.
Fully determined. We do now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And so they drink the tea and they feel wonderful and their hearts are filled with joy. And then they go home. And years later, the tea shortage, it's still the best cup of tea in all the land, but the tea shortage is over because they were able to plan, everybody really likes this. Let's start now making more so that in the future we have enough. So now you can go anytime and get
So they really liked it. They really liked it.
They really liked it.
That's it?
And it made
Oh.
I'm still talking.
No, I mean like it seems like for this kind of tea it would be more than really liked it. It would be like life-changing.
It was pure ambrosia. They went home. They saw their situation in a whole new light. They had the strength to power through and get their house fixed, and they got another goldfish, and everything was amazing. And can I finish the story?
Sorry. I gave my 2 cents on a story of yours.
Yes.
Okay. I've never done that.
I'm going to a place. Stop talking.
Okay. All right.
So years later, you can go anytime and get this amazing cup of tea. And the family, they haven't really needed this particular pick-me-up, not enough to like, because there's still a long line, not enough to fight the crowds. But one day they see there's like a lull in the line at the tea shop. And so they go and they pop in and they each order a cup of this magical tea and they get it served to them and they sit down and they take a drink and they're like, oh, this isn't the same tea that we had before. What? This is really, really incredible. This is the best cup of tea I've ever had in my entire life. What was it that we had before? And what they had before was hope and love and a placebo. She stole the wrong cup of tea.
Wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't the tea that they needed. They just needed something to hold on to.
Wow. That is a story right there. Wow, that was
the end.
That was a twist. I liked it.
Thanks.
I liked it.
Thank you.
What's it called?
It's called Little Suzy.
Oh, so in the title her name is Suzy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Susan.
Sure.
Suzy is short for Susan.
I'm going to type up the title so I don't forget it.
Okay.
Little Suzy or Lil Suzy?
Little
Suzy.
Suzy.
With a Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the magic tea.
And the magic tea. Starring Billy Corgan?
Starring Billy Corgan.
Starring Billy Corgan.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Great.
All right, we're all done.
All done.
Thank you for listening.
Stop it.
Oh.
You have to tell a story.
Oh,
now.
That's right. We do 2 stories.
Yeah, before our baby wakes up.
As long as our baby doesn't wake up.
Well, you can still keep telling your story, I guess. I could just go get her.
Oh, I just would be telling it to no one.
There's people watching the live stream.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we're doing a live stream on our YouTube channel right now while we
record. So
yes.
By the time you're listening to this in podcast form, we will no longer be live streaming.
We might be live streaming something else.
We might be. You should check.
Yeah. Or live streaming somewhere else, like at a different podcast.
Or on a different planet. Who knows how far
unlikely.
in the future?
That is unlikely.
Who knows how far in the
still
future
unlikely.
They're listening to
yeah,
this?
but still unlikely.
Wow.
I mean...
Sounds like Craig needs a little of that magic tea.
Space tourism is in its infancy, and we probably couldn't afford the first few rounds of it.
No, and I wouldn't want to go, actually.
I don't know. I would want to wait until more robust safety system was in place.
Well, that reminds me of the story that I would like you to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love for your story to have to do with the first space tourism journey.
The first space tourism journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
With just like regular wealthy citizens.
Well.
Maybe they don't have to be wealthy. I don't know. It's your story.
It's my story.
Wow.
I mean, I've never told the story before. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, man.
Well, so there's this gentleman by the name of Richard Branson.
Okay.
Yeah. Owner of Virgin Galactic.
Okay.
Is it his name?
I have no idea.
Well, it is in this story. I think it is. And there's another fella by the name of... You know what? I changed my mind. I forgot. It's not Richard Branson. It's Ricard Bronsmith. Ricard Bronsmith.
Okay.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't know. I was just scared where that was going to go.
Were you afraid I was going to do an accent or something? No.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to.
No. I really hate it when he does accents.
Ricard Bronsmith.
Okay.
Ricard Bronsmith.
Great.
And who happens to be, I think, Australian?
No,
so,
he doesn't.
I mean, yes, I think he is.
No.
This is the story you wanted me to tell. So
I take it back.
And then
no.
there's another he owns Valdoon Galactic.
Uh-huh.
Valdoon Galactic, and he's doing tests to get to do the first space tourism. And there's another guy by the name of Jorf Besky,
Uh-huh.
who's owner of Schmamazone. It's a website, and
Okay.
oh no, I'm gonna forget all these things that I've said.
Yeah, you
Jorf
focus
Besky.
so hard on naming characters.
The names are very important.
They weren't in my story.
I think Susan Jarvie would have something else to say about that.
Okay, but you pressured me to give them names.
I feel like I'm being critiqued more than you were.
Well, continue.
Okay. Well, anyway, Jorf is also trying to create a space tourism business with Schmamazone, and they're both running tests, going after it, and early days, some crashes happened, some people died. They went the way of the goldfish, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That should be a saying.
They actually named their goldfish, if you will. But one day there was a breakthrough, and Ricard Bronsmith had a successful trip with it was an empty ship. It was an empty spaceship, but it could hold 20 rich people because there was space for their bags of money.
Right. Yeah.
To go along with them on their trip, because
it has to be rich people, though.
Well, it would cost like $300,000 to go on a ride that will last like 45 minutes.
Okay.
So, and you would experience weightlessness. You'd be in space and be like, "Woobity boo," and then you would land. They did a successful test, and the pilot was very excited. The pilot was Jeremy the pilot.
Yeah.
Our baby's waking up. Jeremy the pilot was very happy about the trip, so he landed, and he told what's his name, Ricard. He told Ricard about, and I'm nervous because the baby's waking up.
Yeah.
He told Ricard about the journey, and he's like very happy. He's like, "Yay, hooray!" And he expected he was going to get accolades and a promotion. And Ricard went to the press and took all the credit. Didn't even mention Jeremy. Didn't even mention him.
But the pilot does the work. I mean, you do a lot of work inventing.
He risked his life.
Yeah.
Our
baby is awake.
Okay. So basically what happens is Jeremy, a bunch of rich people go into the ship. Jeremy takes them up into space, then goes rogue with them. And he decides he's going to go to Mars.
What?
He happened to be working on the side with Jorf.
Oh.
And they created a ship they think will go to Mars.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do these rich people know what they were getting themselves into?
Nope.
What?
And they're like, "Oh my thank goodness I took my money with me."
Yeah, because that's going to be really useful on Mars.
Yes. Well, when they get back, maybe.
To burn for fuel.
Sure. So they take their trip to Mars, and it's a successful landing.
What?
Yeah. They also happen to have a greenhouse on the ship with them, and they can grow food, and that's where they spend the rest of their days. And they build a whole new society. They have children, and they terraform Mars many years later, and now we have a Mars.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did they?
We always had a Mars, but we have.
They built Mars.
Yeah.
Did they have children on Earth that they left?
Yes.
Oh,
it's very sad.
This is very, very sad.
Yeah, but eventually it worked, so they could transport their children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they do see their kids again, and then they also have more kids on Mars.
But then later, Ricard kills Jorf.
No.
Yeah. Ricard's not a good guy.
No.
No. But Jorf wasn't either, really.
Okay.
The end.
Well, that's fair, I guess.
And now we have to go wake up our baby. Or she's awake. We don't want to wake her up.
She's woken herself.
Yeah.
She might kind of be falling back asleep.
Oh, well, let's finish the story.
That's okay. We can wrap it up because I don't know how long it'll last.
Okay.
Her continuing to sleep.
Okay.
Well, hey, welcome back to the to 2019 Story Nut Story.
Yeah.
I hope to have ones of episodes out this year.
Ones, sure. How often are we gonna do this? Here's the thing: we have a Patreon, and we activate it per episode.
Well, I don't think we should do it for this episode.
We will not do it for this episode. That's what I'm saying. But if we may start doing these more often.
Yeah.
So
I think we could probably at least do once a month.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah. So just letting you know if you're a patron, and if you're not a patron, and you want to be, patreon.com/storynutstory.
Yes.
But we're not going to activate it right now because that would be crazy. Because some of you probably forgot your patrons.
Yeah.
So, but next time we'll get it up and running again.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I think my goal for this year is to do enough episodes of this podcast, do it consistently enough and well enough that we get invited to PodCon next year.
Yeah.
Because I really want to go to PodCon, but I think it would also be really cool to record a live episode.
Yeah.
There.
It would be.
Yeah. So there we go. Awesome. Well, that was really fun. I feel like we're better at it now than we were before.
I think we are. I think your story was better, though.
Well, you got a little cut off with our baby who decided to wake up and then go back to sleep.
I didn't even get to do an accent.
Thank God for that. You can do one now.
Good eye, mate.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry about that. So that is all for now. We will see you next time. How did we sign these off before? Do we have a happily ever after? Everybody live happily ever after.
We said
that isn't what it was, but that's a pretty good one.
Did we say
end scene? No, that's a different podcast I did with Jake. I do with Jake Jarvie.
End or something. We did we said good night because it was
supposed to be in bed. Yeah,
we're not in bed right now.
Shh, yes, we are.
We're in bed.
I'm in bed
right now. We sleep in our
with
dining
the mob.
room.
What?
I
don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, good night.
Good night.
That was fun.
We're still live though.
We are.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. Our baby woke up and then she fell back asleep.
Noise,
which is good because that really wouldn't have been a very long nap for her.
No. I'm going to export this.
Great.
Before it accidentally gets deleted or something.
Oh my God, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the chat?
Yeah, let's go back to the chat. Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? How many people are here? 26 people.
All right.
Yeah. Elizabeth Austin says that was so good.
Okay. Yay! Glad you liked it.
Yay! How are y'all doing? Did you forget that you were subscribed to this channel, some of you? Did some of you just subscribe now because of my tweet? Yeah, it's been a year. We've been around, though. We've been online. We haven't gone away.
Well, I kind of went away.
You kind of went away. They love our stories. Some people. I went back and re-listened to some, and I'm like, these are pretty good. I wish someone would do more of these, And
well, here we are.
We're
doing at least this one more.
Yay! And this live stream is going to live on this channel forever.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do that every time, I think. Could probably hook up a better camera to the laptop next time.
Probably. You had some technical difficulties.
I mean, it looks fine.
It looks fine.
They can tell who we are.
It looks fine.
Looks like a podcast.
Yeah.
Any book film recommendations after your no internet time?
I have been rereading the Outlander series, and I read the 8th book, the only one that I hadn't already read during our initial no internet time. And I'm really enjoying rereading the books. I think they're fantabulous.
That's not a word, China.
It is now.
I am reading Seven Eves by Neil Stevenson. It's some hard sci-fi, and I really like it, but it is really, he gets real technical and real wordy with stuff, like a lot of explanation of things that probably didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad.
And we also both read Hank's book, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and I really like that. That's sci-fi. Or would you call it sci-fi fantasy? I don't know.
Interesting.
Probably more sci-fi.
Yeah.
And
what about movies and TV? We're watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, it's so good.
Awesome. It's really, really well done. Like, mostly just the acting and the writing and the directing and the cinematography and the editing and the...
Yeah, but that's it.
Art, the set design. And,
yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, and sound.
Yeah, but that's it.
Music.
Yeah.
What else have we watched? Well, Mission Impossible Fallout is one of the best action movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
If you like action movies, Crazy Rich Asians is a good movie.
That was so good.
Eighth Grade is a great movie.
That was really, really great.
Mm-hmm. What else we got?
Have you heard of a television show called Friends?
I've never heard of it.
Love it.
I'm so mad that I've never heard of it.
Let's go watch some right now.
Okay.
I just love that show. I just like to have it on in the background all the time, and it really gets on Craig's nerves.
It's fine. It's not doesn't like annoy me. Sometimes I'll get sucked into it. It's just like,
yeah, you do.
It's just,
yeah, you do.
It's just that, like, I feel like I've seen this already many times. I could be watching something else. You know?
Yeah, that's where we differ, because you like to re-experience. I mean, you like to experience new things. Even like some of your favorite movies ever, you've only seen them like once or twice.
Yep. But I remember them well.
You do. And I will forget things, but it's okay because I like to rewatch things anyway. And so I am not great about like seeking out new movies or finding new TV shows. I just watch the same things that I know that I love over and over and over and over.
You should go back to Parks and Rec, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do sometimes. Right now I'm on a Friends kick.
I know. We encouraged Jeremy to give up social media. Nice.
Now I just have the YouTubes to chat to people. So lonely.
Well, you shouldn't be lonely. If you feel lonely, maybe go back.
Yeah, unless you feel like you're getting more benefit out of not being there than you would out of having that interaction. I just feel like most of my interactions on social media were inauthentic, and so it wasn't bringing me much satisfaction. And I mean, I don't really talk to that many people. I do text my friends more now that I'm not on social media, which might irritate them. I don't know. And sometimes I feel guilty because I'm texting people sometimes because I can't post on social media. Like I will want to say something, like to post something on Facebook or whatever, but I can't do that because I'm not on Facebook. And so I'll like text it to Eliza instead or something.
Yeah, which is probably better.
It is. It definitely is better, but it feels like cheating a little bit. It's like this thought can't just rest in my head. I have to tell someone, and since I can't tell everyone, I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. You can tell Ada.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Ada will probably wake up anytime soon.
She probably will.
Oh, you had a good story. That was a tight ending.
I felt like I didn't know where it was going to go.
That one, yeah.
Until right there at the end.
I think that one, that one and Sarah and the Mirror Guilt are now my two favorites.
See, I wish that I had another crack at Sarah and the and the Mirror Guilt, because I don't think that, I think that was one of the ones where I kind of gave up at the end.
I thought it was good. That was solid.
I haven't listened to it since I told it though, so I'm not 100% sure.
I think my favorite, thinking back, I don't remember all of it. I could go back and probably change my mind if I listened to them again, but my favorite that I remember that I did, I think, was the my roommate is an alien. Like with the,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one needs a continuation.
Yeah. We got to go back and listen to it though.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you can listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end now. Thank you, and
Great.
we could. I hope you all live happily ever after.
I hope you all live
Yeah.
happily ever after.
Happily ever after.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.